The story begins in chaos. Thousands of powerful masters have gathered to hunt down one man, a demon named Fangyuan. They scream out their grudges, listing his evil deeds. They claim he has killed an endless number of people just to create a dark creature known as the spring-autumn cicada. Fangyuan, standing on the edge of defeat, simply laughs at them. He calls them a bunch of hypocrites. He knows the truth: they aren't here for justice. They are here to kill him so they can steal his legendary treasure for themselves. As he recites a poem, Fangyuan throws the cicada toward them. He tells them to take it since he is going to die anyway. Immediately, the righteous masters turn on each other, fighting desperately to grab the treasure. But suddenly, boom, it was a fake. It explodes in their faces. Realizing they've been tricked even at death's door, the masters decide to destroy him together. But they are too late. Fangyuan has already activated the real spring-autumn cicada. He shouts that he does not regret his life on the demonic path. He had foreseen this ending long ago. As the power of the cicada activates, he vows that if this works, he will walk the path of evil once again in his next life. The masters try to stop him, but Fangyuan triggers a massive self-detonation, turning most of them into dust. The few survivors can only watch in fear. They worry that if the legends are true, this wicked demon will return to the past and devastate the world all over again. The scene shifts to 500 years in the past, at Guyue Mountain. The clan elders are praying. They are anxious about the upcoming awakening ceremony. While rival villages have produced many geniuses recently, like the terrifying Bai Enning Bing, the Guyue clan hasn't seen a genius in 3 years. However, the elders have hope. There is a young boy in their clan named Fangyuan. He was speaking at 3 months old, walking at 4, and reciting poetry by age 5. He is incredibly intelligent. Sadly, his parents died early and he lives with his aunt and uncle. The clan believes that if he awakens a high talent, he will become their new leader and savior. The clan head dismisses the meeting, reminding everyone to compete fairly. But as he looks at the sky, he smiles, convinced that Fangyuan is their future. Meanwhile, inside a room, Fangyuan wakes up. He is shocked. He looks at his hands and realizes it actually worked. The spring-autumn cicada really sent him back 500 years in time. He realizes that because he didn't have time to master the cicada, he has kept his memories but lost his cultivation. But he doesn't care. To him, there is no such thing as a dead end. Even if he has to start from zero, he will walk his path again. Even in death, he has no regrets. His soul drifts through his memories. He remembers being 3 years old, suffering abuse from his uncle. To survive, he used poetry from his original world, Earth, to look like a genius. That's right, Fangyuan isn't just a child, he is a transmigrator. He was originally a scholar from Earth who came to this world, suffered for 300 years, and ruled as a demon for 200 years. The genius the clan worships is actually just an old soul with knowledge from another world. Suddenly, the door opens. It is his younger twin brother, Fang Zheng. Fang Zheng is worried because the window is open and the cold wind is blowing in. He tries to be nice, saying he doesn't want his big brother to get sick before the big ceremony tomorrow, but Fangyuan just looks at him coldly. "Get out," Fangyuan orders. Terrified by his brother's coldness, Fang Zheng runs away. Fangyuan lies back on his bed. He knows the harsh truth. In this world, only those with grade A aptitude are true geniuses. And he knows that tomorrow everyone will find out the truth. He is only a grade C talent, while his weak little brother Fang Zheng is the real grade A genius. The next day, a servant girl named Shen Kui prepares water for him. She flirts with him, trying to get close. In his past life, Fangyuan fell for her tricks, but when his low talent was revealed, she immediately turned on him. This time, he ignores her. He knows she is a spy sent by his aunt and uncle to seduce him and distract him. As Fangyuan walks outside, he hears the villagers whispering. They constantly compare him to his brother, praising Fangyuan and looking down on Fang Zheng. Fangyuan knows this is all part of his aunt and uncle's plan. They purposely treated Fangyuan better to make the brothers hate each other. In his past life, he was too naive and fell for their trap. But now, he views them all as ants. He could easily manipulate the clan elders and his family using his 500 years of experience, but he decides it's a waste of time. They are just side characters in his story. However, if they dare to block his path, he will crush them without mercy. Finally, everyone arrives for the awakening ceremony. The academy elder doesn't waste time on speeches. He leads the young students deep into an underground cave. He points to a glowing river and explains that this is the spirit spring, the source of their power. The academy elder stands before the spirit spring, explaining its importance. He tells the children that this spring is the entire foundation of the Guyue clan. It produces primeval stones, which are essential for cultivation. Without these resources, a Gu master cannot grow. He advises them to remember one rule of survival. In this world, having resources is the most important priority of all. The students arrive at the center of the cave, facing a sea of moon orchid flowers. While the other children are amazed by the beauty, Fangyuan is excited for a different reason. This is the starting point of his journey back to power. The ceremony begins. The rules are simple. The students must walk across the river bank through the sea of flowers. The further they walk, the higher their talent. The first student, Guyue Kai Cheng, steps forward. Immediately, he feels an invisible pressure as if a wall is crushing him, but suddenly a light covers him, easing the pressure. He pushes forward, desperate to change his fate. He refuses to be a lowly servant. However, the pressure is too much for him. He failed to reach 10 steps, meaning he has no talent to become Gu master at all. The elder explains the grading system to the crowd. 10 to 20 steps, grade D aptitude. They can become low-level support masters. 20 to 30 steps, grade C aptitude. They form the backbone of the clan. 30 to 40 steps, grade B aptitude. These are the future elders. 40 to 50 steps, grade A aptitude. These are the true geniuses. If one appears, they can lead the clan to greatness. The elders are worried. Half the class has gone and there hasn't been a single grade A talent. The Guyue bloodline is getting thinner every year. They haven't had a powerful leader since the 4th generation, and if this continues, the clan is in trouble. Next up is Guyue Kai Cheng. He manages to walk 36 steps, a grade B talent. The elders rejoice and his grandfather, Elder Kai, boasts proudly. However, Fangyuan watches with a cold smirk. He remembers the truth from his past life. Kai Cheng is actually a grade C talent. His grandfather is cheating, secretly using his own power to help the boy walk further. Fangyuan decides to keep this secret for now. It will be useful blackmail material later. Finally, the moment everyone has been waiting for arrives. It is Fangyuan's turn. The crowd watches with high hopes. His younger brother, Fang Zheng, looks on with teary eyes, but Fangyuan knows exactly what is about to happen. He steps into the sea of flowers. The pressure hits him instantly. This pressure comes from the spirit spring itself. When a person can no longer withstand the pressure, Hope Gu will appear from the flowers and enter their body. As Fangyuan walks, his mind drifts to the oldest legend in this world, the legend of Renzu. In the beginning, the first human, Renzu, lived a difficult life in the savage wilderness. He was constantly hunted by beasts. Just as he was about to die, he made a deal with the strength Gu. He gave his youth to the Gu, and in exchange, he gained immense strength. But strength wasn't enough. He was still surrounded by enemies, so he made a deal with the wisdom Gu, trading his middle age for wisdom. But eventually, Renzu grew old. Strength and wisdom abandoned him because he had nothing left to trade. Surrounded by death, Renzu found a tiny, weak Gu left in the corner. "I have nothing left to give," Renzu cried. "I have no youth and no middle age." The little Gu replied, "I don't need those, I just need your heart." Renzu gave his heart to the little Gu and light exploded, saving him. That little Gu was named Hope. The lesson was simple. When you are in a desperate situation, you just need to give your heart to hope. Back in reality, Fangyuan keeps walking. He hits 20 steps, then 23. The elders watch closely. The light on his body is dimming. At step 27, Fangyuan stops. His primeval sea has formed. He has successfully awakened. But the crowd is silent. 27 steps. That is only a grade C aptitude. The elder asks if he can take another step. Fangyuan turns around and walks back. The disappointment in the cave is suffocating. The students who were jealous of him immediately start mocking him. The genius was a failure all along. Fangyuan remains calm. He sees a vision of his past self crying over this moment, but the current Fangyuan has no tears. He accepts reality. Next, the name is called Guyue Fangzhang. Fangyuan's little brother steps forward, but he is so nervous that he trips and falls into the water. The crowd laughs. The famous Fang twins are turning into a joke. Fangyuan walks over, picks his brother up and dusts him off. "Go," Fangyuan says calmly. "The road ahead will be interesting." Fang Zheng is confused by his brother's calmness. How can he be so okay with being average? Fang Zheng steps into the flowers. His mind is a storm of dark thoughts. He remembers how everyone ignored him. He remembers his aunt and uncle planning to disown him because he wasn't special. He remembers the servant girl, Shen Kui, ignoring him to chase after Fang Yuan. He hates it. He hates being the shadow. He hates being Fang Yuan's little brother. He wants respect. He wants to be seen. Fueled by rage and a desire to prove everyone wrong, Fang Zheng keeps walking. He passes 20 steps. He passes 30 steps. He keeps going. Suddenly, the cave erupts in gasps. Fang Zheng stops at 43 steps. A grade A talent. The elders go crazy, fighting over who gets to adopt him. Fang Zheng opens his eyes and realizes the world has changed. God has answered his prayers. He looks back at his brother. Fang Yuan is no longer the mountain casting a shadow over him. Fang Zheng clenches his fist. From today on, he is not Fang Yuan's brother. He is the genius of the Gu Yue clan. The roles have officially been reversed. 1 week has passed since the awakening ceremony. The academy elder is now lecturing the students on the basics of Gu. He explains that Gu are the essence of heaven and earth. They come in all shapes and sizes. They can be found in the soil, inside birds, or even within precious gems. As humans grow, they learn to use their primeval essence to feed and control these creatures. This is what makes a Gu master. Since the students have awakened, they are officially rank 1 Gu masters. A student raises his hand and asks about the difference in ranks. The teacher explains the power hierarchy. There are 9 ranks in total. Each rank is divided into 4 stages: initial, middle, late, and peak. Your potential depends entirely on your aptitude, the size of your primeval C. Grade D, their C is only 20–30% full. They will likely struggle to pass rank 1 or 2. Grade C, their C is 40–50% full. They usually stall at rank 2. Grade B, their C is 60–70% full. They can reach rank 3 or 4. Grade A, their C is 80–90% full. These are the geniuses who can reach rank 5. Rank 6 and above are mere legends. The Gu Yue clan has never seen one. As the teacher speaks, the students glance at Fang Yuan. He is sleeping at his desk. Rumors are spreading that he has given up completely. People have seen him wandering the village at night, buying wine and getting drunk. They think he is drowning his sorrows because he turned out to be a grade C talent. Even the teacher sighs. He thinks Fang Yuan is wasting the clan's resources. A genius needs mental strength and Fang Yuan seems to have none. The teacher shifts the topic to clan history. The Gu Yue clan has only had 2 rank 5 masters in history, the 1st generation founder and the 4th generation leader. The 4th generation leader was a hero. Years ago, a demonic villain known as the Flower Wine Monk attacked their mountain. The 4th generation leader defeated him in an earth-shattering battle. The monk begged for mercy. The 4th generation leader, being kind and merciful, hesitated. In that split second, the monk launched a sneak attack. The leader killed the monk instantly, but he succumbed to his wounds shortly after. He died a hero's death protecting the clan. Fang Yuan, pretending to sleep, listens to the story. He knows the truth is much more complicated. He isn't drinking wine because he is depressed. He is hunting for treasure. In his previous life, he remembers that 2 months from now, a heartbroken Gu master got drunk in the woods. The strong smell of wine attracted a rare Gu worm, the liquor worm. That master followed the worm into a hidden cave and found the corpse of the Flower Wine Monk and his secret inheritance. That master used the inheritance to become powerful. Fang Yuan wants to steal that opportunity. He has been buying strong wine to lure out the liquor worm early. He needs this worm because, with his low-grade C talent, he cannot compete with the others normally. He needs an unfair advantage. Unfortunately, the worm hasn't appeared yet, and he is running out of money to buy wine. Class ends and the students are led to the Gu room. It is time to pick their first Gu worm. The teacher announces a contest. The first student to successfully refine their Gu will win 20 primeval stones. He also gives a warning: do not pick a high-ranking Gu. High-rank Gu cost too much energy to feed. A novice should always start with a rank 1 Gu. This first Gu is special. It becomes your vital Gu, linked to your life. If it dies, you suffer a heavy backlash. Fang Yuan steps up. Since he hasn't found the liquor worm yet, he plays it safe. He chooses the moonlight goo. This is the signature goo of their clan. It isn't natural, it is manufactured by the clan's secret techniques. Fangyuan takes the goo and leaves. He stops by the shop to buy 2 more jugs of wine with his last bit of money. He knows he is gambling. If the liquor worm doesn't show up soon, he will fall behind. Refining a goo takes time and talent. With his grade C aptitude, he has no chance of winning the reward against the grade A and B students, unless he cheats using the liquor worm. Suddenly, his brother Fang Zheng stops him. Brother, aunt and uncle want to see us. Fang Zheng can barely look Fang Yuan in the eye. He feels guilty but also superior. They arrive at their aunt and uncle's house. The uncle plays the role of a loving parent. He gives them 6 primeval stones as a gift and then drops the main question. He wants to officially adopt both twins as his genuine sons. Fang Zheng, naive and emotional, accepts immediately, crying tears of joy. They turn to Fang Yuan. We will give you 200 primeval stones for your cultivation if you agree. Fang Yuan looks at them coldly. No. He takes his things and leaves. Once he is gone, the aunt and uncle drop the act. They are furious. They don't care about Fang Yuan, they care about his dead parents' inheritance. The inheritance unlocks when the boys turn 16. If they adopt the boys, they control the money. Since Fang Yuan refused, they come up with a darker plan. They will try to get Fang Yuan expelled from the clan before he turns 16. If he is exiled, he loses his inheritance rights. Fang Yuan walks through the forest. He knows exactly what they are planning. In his last life, he was tricked and lost his inheritance, which delayed his growth by 2 whole years. He won't make that mistake again. He needs that inheritance, and he needs the flower wine monk's legacy. Meanwhile, Fang Zheng is studying hard to make his new parents proud, while the servant girl Shen Kui flirts with him, solidifying her control over him. 3 days have passed. Fang Yuan is in his room trying to refine the moonlight goo. It is going poorly. Because his talent is low, his energy recovery is slow. He has been working for half an hour and has used up almost all his energy, but the goo is barely refined. At this speed, it is impossible to take first place. He needs the liquor worm and he needs it now. Suddenly, the servant girl Shen Kui enters Fang Yuan's room. She brings hot food and wine, claiming she wants to help him relax in this depressing weather. She moves closer, sitting on his lap. She whispers in his ear that she has always liked him, regardless of his low talent. She presses her body against his, offering herself to him completely. It seems like a dream come true for a lonely teenager, but Fang Yuan's eyes are cold. This is just a beauty trap, he says flatly. Shen Kui freezes. What are you saying, young master? Before she can react, Fang Yuan's hand shoots out and clamps around her throat. He lifts her up, choking her. Do you really think I'm stupid? Fang Yuan's voice is calm but terrifying. My aunt and uncle sent you, didn't they? They want you to seduce me, then scream for help so they can frame me for assault. If I'm branded a criminal, they can expel me from the clan and steal my inheritance. He tightens his grip. Shen Kui struggles to breathe, her face turning purple. Tell me, Fang Yuan sneers, looking at her with disgust. Did they really think these 2 piles of trash on your chest would be enough to blind me? Shen Kui is terrified. She sees real murder in his eyes. Fang Yuan holds her there for a moment longer, letting the fear sink in. Then he releases her. She collapses to the floor, gasping for air. I won't kill you today, Fang Yuan says, wiping his hand. You've served me for years, so I will give you some advice. If you want to climb the social ladder, go target my stupid younger brother instead. He is naive enough to fall for your tricks. Fang Yuan grabs his things and walks out into the rain. Then he left. It looked like he couldn't stay at home anymore, so he decided to go out. While he was eating, he could only think about the fact that he only had 4 spiritual stones left. It took at least 7 to 8 stones to refine his moonlight goo, not to mention the flower wine monk's liquor worm. He was far from having enough spiritual stones. 1 spiritual stone was equivalent to a month's worth of living expenses for a normal household, and refining a liquor worm would take at least 20 spiritual stones. Based on his current strength, he could only hope to stumble across the flower wine monk's inheritance, but he had been trying to track the liquor worm for a week already. Meanwhile, the thugs got into a fight with a rank 1 goo master over some green bamboo wine. The goo master threatened everyone, saying that only he, as the boss, would continue drinking this green bamboo wine and anyone who opposed him would suffer. Fangyuan ignores the tension and orders the wine. The rank 1 master looks at him, sensing Fangyuan's cold, confident aura. Mistaking Fangyuan for a powerful expert, the master backs down and lets him have the wine. Fangyuan takes the wine to the forest. This is his final gamble. If the worm doesn't appear tonight, he is finished. He pours the wine over a rock. The moonlight hits the liquor, creating a sweet aroma. Suddenly, a small white worm wriggles out. It looks drunk. It's the liquor worm. Fangyuan follows the worm behind a waterfall and discovers a hidden cave. Deep inside the cave, Fangyuan finds the skeletal corpse of the flower wine monk. But as he approaches, a mechanism triggers. A hologram appears in the air, projecting the memories of the monk. Fangyuan watches, and the truth of history is revealed. The flower wine monk wasn't a villain, he was just a businessman passing through. The Guyue clan elders, greedy for fame and reputation, tried to poison him. When that failed, the monk fought back and defeated the 4th-generation clan leader. The hologram shows the clan leader on his knees, begging for mercy. The monk agreed to spare him in exchange for money. But the moment the monk lowered his guard, the heroic clan leader launched a sneak attack, inflicting a fatal wound. The monk killed the clan leader in retaliation, but died of his injuries soon after. Fangyuan laughs. The clan's history books are full of lies. The hero was a backstabbing hypocrite. No wonder the clan buried this story, Fangyuan muses. If I show this recording to the rival villages, the Guyue clan's reputation would be destroyed. He loots the corpse. Most of the Gu worms have died of starvation, but the liquor worm is alive. He also finds 15 primeval stones. He makes a plan. He will refine the liquor worm to boost his cultivation speed, allowing him to compete with the geniuses. Then he will move into the academy dorms to save money. Fangyuan returns to the dorms and begins refining the liquor worm. But there is a problem. This worm used to be rank 5, but it starved down to rank 1. This means its will is incredibly strong. Fangyuan spends days trying to refine it, burning through his stones. He realizes that with his weak grade C energy, it might take a month to conquer this worm. He doesn't have that kind of time. The next day, Fang Zheng finds Fangyuan. He is furious. "Brother, what did you do to Shen Kui?" Fang Zheng yells. She was crying. Fangyuan ignores him. Fang Zheng continues to scream. "You're just jealous because you're a grade C talent. You're taking your anger out on her." Fangyuan's hand connects with Fang Zheng's face. The sound echoes through the room. Fang Zheng is stunned. His brother has never hit him before. "You insolent fool," Fangyuan says coldly. Fangyuan hits him again, harder. "I raised you," Fangyuan says, his voice cutting like a knife. "Without me protecting you from our uncle's abuse all these years, would you even be alive today? And now you dare to question me over a servant girl. Did a dog eat your brain?" Fang Zheng holds his cheek, trembling. He remembers all the times Fangyuan protected him. Guilt washes over him. He opens his mouth to apologize. "Forget it," Fangyuan interrupts. "I abandoned my own parents' legacy, so why would I care about a brother? From today on, you are not my brother and I am not yours." Fang Zheng is heartbroken. "Brother." "As for the girl," Fangyuan says, switching to a business tone, "I haven't touched her. She's still a virgin. If you want her, you can buy her from me for 6 primeval stones." Fang Zheng is confused but desperate to fix things. He empties his pockets. I only have 5.5 stones." "Close enough," Fangyuan says, taking the money. "She's yours, get out." Fang Zheng leaves, feeling a mix of sadness and relief that he saved Shen Kui. Later, the uncle finds out. "You idiot," he yells at Fang Zheng. "Shen Kui is a family servant. She already belongs to us. You paid your brother for something you already owned." Fang Zheng realizes he has been scammed by his own brother. Back in his room, Fangyuan uses Fang Zheng's money to buy more supplies. He tries to refine the liquor worm again. The worm fights back violently. It is about to injure Fangyuan's soul. Fangyuan is on the brink of failure. Suddenly, a terrifying aura erupts from deep within Fangyuan's body. The spring-autumn cicada has woken up. It is only a fraction of its former power, but it is still a rank 6 ancient Gu. The moment its aura leaks out, the liquor worm freezes in pure terror. It instantly stops resisting and submits to Fangyuan. Fangyuan opens his eyes, a victorious smile on his face. With the spring-autumn cicada suppressing his aperture, refining goo has become easy. He has successfully refined the liquor worm. Back at the house, the aunt and uncle are fuming. Fangyuan has completely outplayed them. Not only did their beauty trap fail, but Fangyuan also scammed them out of 6 primeval stones before leaving. He is a cunning bastard, the uncle growls. He's too hard to deal with. However, they haven't given up. They know the clan rules. A student can only claim their inheritance at age 16 if they reach rank 1 middle stage. He is only a grade C talent, the aunt sneers. There is no way he can reach middle stage in time. The inheritance will still be ours. Meanwhile, Fangyuan is in ecstasy. He checks his body and realizes something miraculous. The spring-autumn cicada didn't just send his memories back, it physically reincarnated as his vital goo. Fangyuan laughs, the heavens are helping me. Usually, a rank 6 goo like the cicada would explode a rank 1 master's body instantly. But because the cicada used up all its power to reverse time, it is currently extremely weak, looking like a piece of dead wood. This is perfect. It's weak enough to live in his body, but its aura is still rank 6. This aura scares all other goo worms into submission. This is why the liquor worm stopped fighting. A rank 1 master with a rank 6 vital goo, Fangyuan grins. This changes everything. Refining goo will now be as easy as breathing. I don't need talent, I have absolute suppression. A guard rushes to the academy elder. Elder, a student from the Fang family, is outside. He says he has finished refining his moonlight goo. The elder smiles broadly. Excellent, as expected of a grade A talent, Fang Zheng didn't disappoint me. The elder walks out ready to praise the genius. Good work, no grade C or D talent could ever compare to you. A real genius is truly diff. The student looks up, it isn't Fang Zheng. Elder, you are mistaken, the student says calmly. I am Fangyuan. The elder freezes, the smile drops from his face. Fangyuan bows politely, his face expressionless, and walks away to claim his reward. The elder is left standing there, completely stunned. A grade C talent beat a grade A talent, it's impossible. The next day, Fang Zheng is running toward the academy, his eyes shining with excitement. He stayed up all night and finally refined his moonlight goo. I did it, he thinks. I am the first one. Take that, brother, take that, everyone who looked down on me. Today I become the star. He reaches the gate panting. I refined it. The guard looks at him with pity. Oh, you're finally here. Your brother Fangyuan took first place yesterday. Fang Zheng stops, his world shatters. No, that's a mistake, he stammers. He's a grade C, I'm a grade A, I worked all night, he was drinking wine. Go check the notice board, the guard sighs. Fang Zheng walks to the board like a zombie. There it is, in big letters, first place Fangyuan. Fang Zheng falls to his knees. How? I worked so hard, is there no justice in this world? The shockwaves spread to the other families. In the Mo family, the young master Mo Bei is being scolded. In the Kai family, the situation is different. Elder Kai comforts his grandson Kai Cheng. Don't worry, the elder whispers. Fangyuan just got lucky. You are also a grade C talent, but I will help you cheat. Take this pill, it will help you suppress the goo. Everyone is scrambling to catch up to Fangyuan. A few days later, Fangyuan is at a tavern eating dinner. He is calculating his finances. Raising goo is like raising a mistress, he thinks. It's expensive. The moonlight goo eats moon orchid petals. The liquor worm eats green bamboo wine. It costs him 1 primeval stone every day just to feed them. He has 22 stones left, he needs more money. The waiter approaches him with a tip. Young master, buy wine now if you want it. A caravan is coming soon and they usually buy our entire stock. Fangyuan's eyes light up. This is an opportunity, but for now he buys 5 jars to keep his worm fed. 3 days later, at the martial arena, the teacher demonstrates the moonblade attack. He summons a glowing blue blade of energy and slices the head off a wooden dummy. The students are amazed. The exam is simple, the teacher announces. You have 3 shots, hit the limb 1 point, trunk 2 points, neck 3 points, decapitate it 4 points, maximum score is 12. The test begins. Mo Bei steps up and scores 5 points. Kai Cheng steps up and scores 6 points. He smirks at Mo Bei. Finally, it is Fang Zheng's turn. Fang Zheng steps up, he is shaking, he looks at his brother and his trauma kicks in, he loses focus. He fires the moonblade by accident. Luck is on his side, the blade hits the scarecrow's neck. The teacher nods, good reaction speed, 3 points. Fang Zheng realizes it was a fluke but he regains his confidence. He fires 2 more shots. Total score 7 points, it is the highest score so far, the students cheer, as expected of the genius. Next, Fangyuan. Fangyuan walks to the center, the crowd goes silent, everyone is watching the dark horse who took first place in the refinement test. I bet he fails, one student whispers, he just got lucky last time. Fangyuan raises his hand, he aims at the scarecrow. The moonblade flies out and misses the target completely, it hits the wall behind the dummy. The crowd bursts into laughter, see, I told you he's trash. Fang Zheng watches from the side trying to hide his smile. I knew it, he thinks. He got lucky with the refinement but he has no talent for combat, I have one. Fang Zheng watches eagerly as Fangyuan launches his second moonblade attack. He mocks his brother, believing Fangyuan's future is doomed and that even the gods can't save him. Fangyuan's second attack hits the scarecrow's neck but fails to sever it completely. Fang Zheng laughs, his demeanor mocking, until Fangyuan launches his third attack. In an instant the scarecrow's head flies off. The final score, 8 points. Fang Zheng is shocked and refuses to acknowledge the result. He demands a rematch, shouting that his brother cheated because he didn't sever the head in one go. The elder intervenes, pointing to the cut on the scarecrow's neck. He explains that only 2 perfectly aligned moonblades could create such a cut. A deeper cut overlapped by shallower one proves Fangyuan hit the exact same spot twice. If the head had been intact, the blades would have cut through both times. The elder declares Fangyuan the winner of the exam. Fangyuan walks up to his brother, mocking his foolishness before collecting his reward. After the exam, the elder lectures the students on cultivation. He explains that primeval essence becomes more condensed as a master's rank rises. Rank 1 is green copper, rank 2 is red iron, and rank 3 is white silver. He announces the next exam will be in 3 months, where the first to reach the middle stage will win 30 spiritual stones and leadership positions. The students rush out to find Fangyuan, eager to mock his dog shit luck, but they find him standing at the academy gate blocking the exit. Fangyuan states his terms clearly. If you want to leave, hand over 1 spiritual stone. When students try to rush past him, he defeats them easily, plowing their faces into the concrete. Obey, a second-class talent, arrives and attacks Fangyuan, boasting about his martial arts training. Fangyuan dodges and strikes Mo Bei's throat violently, knocking him out instantly. He then defeats the remaining resistors. Even when female students threat to use their moonblades, Fangyuan reminds them that using goo to fight inside the academy is forbidden and will result in expulsion. The girls hesitate, and Fangyuan knocks them out too. On the balcony, a guard informs the elder of the chaos and asks if they should intervene. The elder refuses, admiring Fangyuan's battle demeanor and stating the show is just getting started. The guard protests that Fangyuan is too arrogant and acting right under their noses. The elder becomes angry at the guard's insolence. He reminds the guards that they are merely servants with different surnames, while the children below carry the Guyue name and are their masters. He scolds the guard for daring to voice an opinion against a master and relieves him of his position on the spot. The elder muses that servants are like dogs, they need a beating now and then to know their place. Back at the gate, Fang Zheng arrives and confronts his brother. Fangyuan demands a stone from him as well. When Fang Zheng asks if he really has to pay, Fangyuan says no but warns that the physical consequences will be the same as the unconscious students on the ground. Fang Zheng, terrified by the threat, pays the stone. Fangyuan collects a total of 79 spiritual stones, 56 from classmates plus his reward. He heads to the store and buys 20 jars of green bamboo wine, realizing that he needs to plunder regularly to sustain his expensive cultivation. The news of the robbery reaches the families. Fang Zheng's uncle refuses to intervene, explaining that the world is dangerous and the clan needs ruthless people like Fangyuan. He encourages Fang Zheng to fight back instead. Similarly, the Kai family elder tells Kai Cheng that he cannot help him because doing so would make the clan lose faith in Kai Cheng as a successor. The students are on their own. Fang Zheng struggles with conflicted feelings. He believes his brother made a huge blunder and might get expelled, debating whether he should beg for mercy on Fangyuan's behalf to maintain his own image. 4 days later, on Family Day, the students are confident they can defeat Fangyuan. Mo Bei challenges him first with a barrage of punches, but Fangyuan dodges and knocks him out cold. Kai Cheng and Fang Zheng follow, but both are easily defeated. The rest of the students charge together but fail, leaving Fang Yuan to collect his loot once again. Fang Yuan now has over 90 spiritual stones. While eating at a restaurant, a large servant slams the table, announcing that Fang Yuan is in deep trouble because he injured young master Mo Bei. The servant reveals that Mo Yan, Mo Bei's older sister and a rank 2 Gu master, is looking for revenge. Earlier, Mo Yan had visited her grandfather, the Mo clan elder. The grandfather told her not to interfere because failure helps Mo Bei grow. However, Mo Yan decides to handle things her own way and seeks out the person responsible for hurting her brother. Mo Yan orders her servant, Gao Wan, to find the person responsible for hurting her brother. Gao Wan finds Fang Yuan at a restaurant. He stands over the table, acting high and mighty, mocking Fang Yuan because he knows he has a rank 2 master backing him up. But Fang Yuan ignores him completely. To Fang Yuan, this servant is already dead meat talking. Suddenly Mo Yan arrives. She sees Fang Yuan eating calmly and sneers. "You have a good appetite, I wonder if a fist would taste even better." She asks him directly, "Are you Fang Yuan?" Fang Yuan looks up, his face innocent. "Who said I was Fang Yuan?" Mo Yan pauses. She looks at Gao Wan coldly. She knows Fang Yuan has a twin brother, the clan genius Fang Zhang. "Is this Fang Zhang?" she thinks. "No wonder he isn't afraid. If this is the genius, I can't just beat him up." She starts cursing her servant internally for not investigating properly. Gao Wan panics. "Miss, he is pretending. Look at that bag, it's full of the primeval stones he stole today." Mo Yan demands to see the bag. Fang Yuan stands up. "Why make things complicated? You want to find Fang Yuan? Follow me, I'll take you to his dorm room." Mo Yan is suspicious. This kid is too composed for a 15-year-old, but she can't be 100% sure and she doesn't want to accidentally offend the clan's future star, Fang Zhang. She decides to play along. They arrive at the academy gates. The guards try to stop them as outsiders aren't allowed in. Mo Yan threatens them and they compromise. She can enter with just one servant. They reach Fang Yuan's dorm room. Fang Yuan walks inside and turns around. "Here we are," he says. Mo Yan looks around the empty room. "What does this mean? There is nobody here." Fang Yuan smiles. "Am I not a person?" Mo Yan frowns. "I am looking for Fang Yuan." "I never said I wasn't Fang Yuan," he replies calmly. Mo Yan's face turns red. She realizes she has been played like a fiddle. "You sly brat." She raises her hand to attack, unleashing her rank 2 aura. "Think this through carefully," Fang Yuan warns, not moving an inch. The clan rules state that students are protected inside the dorms. No outsider is allowed to fight here. If you strike me, you drag your grandfather and your entire family down with you. Mo Yan freezes. She knows the rules. If she breaks them publicly, her political enemies will destroy her grandfather's reputation. Fang Yuan sits on his bed. "I fulfilled my promise. I brought you to Fang Yuan. If you have nothing else to say, get out." Mo Yan trembles with rage. "You know the rules well, but you can't stay in there forever. I will wait right outside. Let's see who has more patience." She storms out. Fang Yuan thinks, "How pathetic. Humans create rules to understand the world, but then they let those rules restrict them. You have a rank 2 cultivation, yet you can't touch a rank 1 student because of your fear. That is true weakness." Fang Yuan ignores her and begins to cultivate. He uses the liquor worm. The worm works its magic, refining his primeval essence. Slowly, his green copper initial stage essence turns into rank 1 middle stage essence. This is his secret weapon. A middle stage essence is twice as strong as the initial stage. It will make his moonblade deadly. Eventually, Mo Yan gets tired of waiting. She orders Gao Wan to guard the door and keep Fang Yuan trapped, then she leaves. When she is gone, Fang Yuan opens the door. Gao Wan sees him and grins, finally coming out to die, kid. Fang Yuan doesn't speak, he attacks. He aims a punch straight at Gao Wan's weak spot. Gao Wan blocks it. Gao Wan is a servant, but he is also a trained martial artist at the peak of mortal strength. He realizes Fang Yuan is fighting with lethal intent, aiming for the eyes, the throat, the groin. This kid is crazy, Gao Wan thinks. He fights like a demon. But Fang Yuan is physically weaker. He realizes he can't win with just fists. Fang Yuan steps back. Gao Wan laughs, give up, you can't use goo inside the academy, you'll be expelled. Fang Yuan sneers, so what? Fang Yuan raises his hand, the moonlight goo glows. He fires 3 moonblades in rapid succession. Gao Wan doesn't dodge, he blocks with his arms covering his vitals. He thinks, a rank 1 initial moonblade only causes surface cuts, I can tank this. The first 2 blades slash his arms, painful but not fatal. But the third blade is different. Fang Yuan infused it with his hidden middle stage essence. The third blade slices deep, cutting straight through Gao Wan's defense and into his chest. Blood sprays everywhere. Gao Wan realizes too late that he made a fatal mistake. He tries to run, screaming for help. Help, murder, he's killing me. The guards watch from a distance but don't interfere. They think Fang Yuan is just a kid teaching a servant a lesson. They don't believe he has the guts to kill. You bastards, Gao Wan gurgles, blood foaming in his mouth. Why won't you help? Fang Yuan walks up to him slowly. His expression is indifferent. Scream all you want, even if you scream until your throat breaks, no one is coming. Fang Yuan swings his hand one last time. The moonblade flies. Gao Wan's head flies off his shoulders. Silence falls over the courtyard, the guards are horrified. He actually killed him. Fang Yuan inspects the corpse. He realizes the deep wound on the chest reveals his secret that he has reached middle stage. If people see this, they will figure out he has a liquor worm or the monk's inheritance. He looks at the guards, give me your swords. The guards are too terrified to disobey, they hand them over. Fang Yuan considers killing the guards to silence them, but more guards are arriving. It's impossible to kill them all. He needs a different plan. The next day, the news explodes. Fang Yuan killed a Mo family servant inside the academy. Fang Yuan stands before the academy elder. I know I broke the rules, Fang Yuan says calmly. I used goo inside the academy. The punishment for a first offense is 30 primeval stones. Here is the fine. The elder is furious. Do not take me lightly. You killed a man. Explain yourself. Fang Yuan lies without blinking. Gao Wan had a toxic heart. He blocked my door and tried to assassinate me. I suspected he was a spy from a rival village. I had to kill him in self-defense. The elder narrows his eyes. He knows Fang Yuan is lying. Gao Wan was just a bully, not a spy, but Gao Wan is dead, so he can't defend himself. And since he was just a servant, the clan doesn't really care about his life. You are a sly brat, the elder thinks. You know exactly how far you can push the line. The elder sighs, fine, but the Mo family will be furious. What did you do with the body? Fang Yuan smiles, a chilling demonic smile. Oh, I wanted to give the Mo family some face. After all, he was their servant. So, I dismembered his corpse into tiny pieces, packed them into a nice wooden gift box, and left it on the Mo family's doorstep this morning. The elder stares at him, completely speechless. This kid is a monster.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this recap, please hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next upload.